Some of the most important climate and ocean research happens not in a lab on land, but aboard the SA Agulhas II. This high-tech research vessel is a floating science hub where experts study everything from climate change to marine biodiversity. Now, the public has a rare chance to step inside and see science in action. For more on this, we cross live to Sipha Kema, who's joined by one of the chief scientists. Sipha, good to catch up with you this morning. A lab on the sea, if you will. Walk us through what you've been exposed to, some of your experiences this morning.
Well, I'll tell you, Hugo, I've had quite an exciting day, but also packed with a lot of information and science. And what I can tell you about the SA Agulhas II is that it is not just any ship. I've mentioned this before, saying that it is a world-class ship. It is one of the biggest in the world that has science labs, as you mentioned as well. Now, there's 6 areas that are designated to the labs, but also 6 designated to special labs. Now, to tell us more about some of the work that they do on the ship and the importance, of course, and the relevance of the work that is done, and especially the research purposes when it comes to issues of climate change, the environment, but also marine environmental research. We're going to be speaking to one of the chief scientists who just came back from an expedition, Gavin Louw. Gavin, thank you so much for joining us on Newzroom Afrika. Now, I mean, interesting work that you are doing on this vessel, more especially your research into various areas of the environment, of the marine as well. Tell us the importance of having this research on hand.
So us as the Department of Forestry, Fisheries and the Environment, we do this type of cruises every year. So we're monitoring, collecting data, and we're facilitating other university academic institutions to further their studies and further their knowledge. So we collected physical water samples with our instrumentation over here, the CTD, so we collect salinity values, temperature, dissolved oxygen. We see how much phytoplankton's in the water and collect water samples for chemistry and biology. This is all due to monitoring and having that knowledge base before something happens. So we have a baseline and we have years of data to support our claims.
Yeah, and now, Gavin, I mean, this, although this is a South African ship, I do believe you're the only one in the continent, but also the research that you do expanded out across the world, but more especially focusing on Antarctica, which is basically no man's land.
Yes, yes. So nobody really owns it, the Antarctic treaties and so forth, but special permissions are granted for our research to be conducted there. We also do have partners in our project from other countries, so it's a whole collaboration, data sharing and interchange in instrumentation and resources. So yeah, we should come every year, we collect our data and also watch PhDs and masters, all based on this project.
Absolutely. Now, Gavin, I'll tell you what, you have quite an exciting job, and I'm sure the learners that are coming in here are quite excited, of course, Hugo, to maybe venture out in this area for careers and in this industry, as this is not really much tapped industries that we're looking at. But the work that is being done on the SA Agulhas II is really important, more especially for research purposes. I mean, we heard Gavin saying, Hugo, that the data they have may be taking a proactive approach so that they have the information should anything change. Climate change, environmental issues, those are big focus points currently globally, and South Africa is one of the leading in the country with that information, thanks to a vessel such as the one that we're seeing here.
Sipha Kema, witnessing science on the sea on the SA Agulhas II. Thanks for your time.